Matty, I can't even get my words out really as to that sort of a result. You've played the ultimate get out of jail free card.
Yeah, we were awful today. There's probably no holding back, and we spoke about it in the huddle afterwards. We didn't deserve. It's one of those games where we definitely didn't deserve to win. But in saying that, we bombed, I would say, probably about 5 or 6 kind of tries as well in that kind of second half, with just kind of a 4-on-1, 3-on-1. 2 kind of held ups when there's kind of space out wide and things like that. So it's very kind of it's so frustrating that it hurts it hurts a bit massively as a coach.
You've been involved with the game for so many years. You can't have seen a game as crazy as that one.
No, definitely not. And look, again, I think Sammy kind of brought it up. It was obviously credit to the lads to probably kind of hold the ball and move the ball in that last kind of 10 minutes. We would have gone, I would say, probably about kind of 25, 30 phases in the last kind of 10 minutes without dropping the ball. And I think that was credit to the boys with the effort that they kind of put in. But for us to get into that kind of place, we have to have a good hard look at ourselves so that we don't have that kind of scenario again. We spoke about it at halftime. It was more like the Moulton kind of game again. We got to half time, there was only one team that wanted this game and another team that just showed up. And unfortunately, the team that just showed up was sitting kind of second on the table. And that comes with kind of responsibilities. And we didn't really kind of manage to kind of take those kind of responsibilities on. I think in the second half we did a little bit. But again, saying that, we kind of bombed kind of 3 or 4 tries. And if you bomb tries in this league, you're going to put yourselves under pressure.
I guess, away from the result, the Crossleyans side that you've played today probably put in, if not one of the best defensive shifts we've seen this season.
It's easy to defend if you're just running one out. Or if you're picking up their shooter and you're running straight into their kind of shooter and stuff. And we weren't painting a different picture. We weren't kind of putting their kind of defense under any kind of pressure. All we were doing is just kind of playing straight into their hands. When we did start to play wide and we started to challenge their centres, then obviously we started to make kind of gaps. And when you kind of do that, then obviously you're going to kind of make the gain line and you're going to win the gain line and you can be able to play quick off that. So we didn't kind of attack them the way that we wanted to, and we need to kind of have a good hard look at that.
A couple of positives as well from today, the fact that you've seen Nat Parker coming back into the side, you've got Ted, you've got Noah who started today, and then he seems to score tries for fun, does Jake Lyon, but I think it was that 5 tries he scored today. He's got a knack of scoring them for your side.
Yeah, one of the boys said, I think 3 or 4, I think he got today kind of thing. So, but I thought Nat was class. I thought Nat's strength and stability and kind of pace on the wing was kind of what we want and needed that kind of second half. Ollie Wells obviously played, so we had 4 Colts lads, kind of like 4 17, 18-year-olds playing today, which is fantastic. Aaron Wilson played his first game back after about kind of 2 years out as well. And outside, obviously, the size of him, he didn't look like he was kind of off the beat at all. His voice and character and his carries and stuff like that were really good, and so that's great to have him back amongst the kind of team as well. So it was good. But yeah, it was obviously some good bits, but obviously there's probably a lot more frustrating bits. But that's the sport that we play, and those are the work-ons that we're going to keep working on. Whether or not it kills me and Phil, we're going to keep working on them until the end of the season.
A 3rd consecutive game on the road next weekend at Old Broadleyans. Again, a very unhappy hunting ground for our side, but an opportunity for you to finish February in a really good place.
Yeah, we can't get away with what we kind of did today against Old Broads, because they'll take us to the cleaners. So we need to make sure that we front up and we work on the things that kind of we didn't get right today, and we put a shift in. And if we don't put a shift in, then we don't deserve to be at the top of the table. And that's the frustrating thing is that the way that the lads have kind of performed throughout the season, we do deserve to be at the top of the table. So, but the hardest thing is just keeping that and keeping the pressure on Rochdale and hoping they slip up.